flips it there for Dugan Peterson. Peterson slows things down behind the net as the V's top line comes out. Stevenson chips it forward for Kwasnika. He hits the official there on the side of the wall, and now the Rebels counter once again. Thrown in on goal, Rielts makes the save, and he will hang on.
Lead, and I think that's a huge piece of what has to happen to get the win tonight.
He's win the draw following the face-off for Weber. He's now got points in 7 straight games. He has been on an absolute tear as of late.
He's getting better and better, and you know what? For me, it's just experience and confidence in him.
Now Dranchak has it on the wall. Back to Dugan Peterson. Far side, Tastad throws one towards the goal. A deflection and rebound, and Dranchak just pushes it wide. Rebels flip it in behind the net. Rielts out of the net, plays it up the wall. Dranchak overskates it, now will swing it back for Tastad. Denis and Weber with the assist on Bernie's 17th of the year as Alstead tries a shot. It slips off the toe of his stick. And the Rebels will cut back through the middle and dump it into the far.
The Rebels on the heels.
That one straight back. Stone stops up, fires. That one hits a body in front, never makes it on goal. Calder Varga. Puts that one forward. The former Kelowna Rocket now with the Rebels. Sopiars gets it down the wall. Hamilton battling for it, but Stone picks it up, gets it to the line, not out. Chip play into the middle. Chance here for the Rebels. A shot sails well over the net. Hamilton knocked to the ice by Denis. Bernie flips it out to center. Now Louis Wayman skates onto the puck and rings it around the wall. Chip play there from the Rebels. They work it to the line, but not out as Wayman gets it down the wall. Spinning shot in on goal. Save made there by Shore. Just work it back into the V zone. Tastad looking for an outlet.
Will pinch on those strong side plays, which is the puck. The way the puck, when it goes up the wall, they're willing to pinch on those with their defensemen. Not a lot of teams do that these days.
Peterson back for a loose puck. Gets it behind for Tastad. Tastad cross ice. His pass broken up. Now Wayman picks it up in front of the penalty box and backhands it into the offensive zone. Bernie with a steal. In behind the net, Bernie. Thought he was going to try a Michigan there for a second. Now he gets it back to the point. A shot through traffic. Loose in front. Cleared away, but not far. Another spinning shot. They score! Just as a Penticton V comes against his former team, and the V's now lead 3-0. Behind the net, Rielts. Hard around the wall. It's knocked down by the Rebels. Quick shot towards the goals, blocked in front. Norrie pokes it away. Valiant and Milford will work out 2-on-2. Milford on the outside, pokes it into the corner. In behind the net, he's cut off. And now he kicks it free for Ryden Evers. Evers spins away from pressure. He's tied up along the wall, trying to poke it free for Valiant. It's knocked around him, and the Rebels get out to center. Pollock and Matt Fraser back with you here. A 3-0 V's lead with 9:10 still remaining here in the first period. As the Rebels look to try and get something going here out of the timeout. Play at the side of the goal, backdoor feed, and getting a stick in the lane there was Stevenson as the Rebels go to work here on the power play. Dugan Peterson in the box for tripping. To the side of the goal, now in behind. Varga looking for a lane. Spin play out back as Wrigley plays it back to the point. Walking in, spin play at the side of the goal, and Rielts is there tight to the post to stop that one. Ilawaga gets it down the wall, thrown out in front, bounces back out top, and Rielts comes in the WHL on the penalty kill at 81.3%. They've also struck 6 times shorthanded. 4 of those are Jacob Kwasnika.
No surprise there.
Varga works it out top, back down the half wall to Varga. He's looking for an outlet. He plays it back again. A shot through traffic, misses wide of the net. Spun back. Yaremko passes it off. Near side, Varga tries a one-timer. He bounces that one wide. Hamilton, side of the goal, thrown across the slot. It's played back to the point, kept in. Another shot. Rielts square to the puck. Plays it low. The show there to grab it. bank it forward for Kwasnika. And just out of his reach, and he will go for a change. Chatty all the way down the ice. That will be an icing
segment here to finish off the period.
Puck bank back to the wall. It's picked off by the Rebels. That's flipped. Face off one straight back to Stone, who fires. Pad save made by Shore. Loose in front and gathered up by the Rebels and out to center ice. Battle in the corner. Swiped away there by Stone. That centering pass through the skates of Varga. Varga now knocked off the puck. Dranchak plays it to this near side wing. It's gathered up by Yalawaga in behind his own net. He slows things down and now skates out. With some space, he'll work it ahead. Hamilton.
Backhand scores! What a beauty by Calder Vargas. He goes backhand past rails, and late in the first period, the Rebels are on the board. It's 3-1. Vargas, full speed, coming in from the right slot, took a short pass from Beckett Hamilton and made no mistake putting it home for Varga. That is goal number 13 on the season. And the Rebels needed that one in a big way. 3:43 to go in this first period. And they've cut their deficit to 3-1. Yalawaga will also pick up an assist on that one for the Rebels.
He's the goal scorer for the Rebels. Enters the zone. Drops it back at the line. Now flipped across to this near side. Hamilton looking for a lane. Now he plays it back to the point for Yalawaga. Spin it down low. Behind the net now. Activating from the line is Hamilton. Played back to the line. Yalawaga. Shot through traffic. Chest save made. Ryelson hangs.
Starts to use too much skill off the rush. That's when the things start to disappear. If you have the ice, use it, but otherwise, use your cycle, man.
Yalawaga has it at the point. Far side. One-timer. That's fanned on. Stone goes to collect in the corner. He's knocked off the puck. Still battling for it, but it's worked free by the Rebels. Wrigley. The wall. Peterson pressures his man, knocks into the ice. A quick shot in on goal. Rebound. He
spins, drops it back to Varga on the left flank. Tried to get it to the left point, gets knocked down, but Yalawaga does pick it up, gets a shot away, save, rebounds out front, scores! Talon Brigley puts it home, and the Rebels are back within a goal at 3-2. It'll be an even strength goal as the Penticton penalty had come to an end. But the Rebels have made a game of it now early in period number 2 as the captain puts home his 14th goal of the season. It was a shot from the left point by Yalawaga, scramble out front, and the captain found it. And he puts it home 3:02 into period number 2. It's a 3-2 game. 56th career goal for Brigley in game 3:05.
Swing it in behind the net. Yalawaga activates from the line, throws it out in front. A shot. Ryelson makes the save, and he'll hang on for the whistle. It's far too easy for this. Off the draw, quick shot, blocked in front, and bounces back to the line. Centering pass, picked off by Stevenson. He works it up the wall for Dranchak. Dranchak flips it out to center. And Michaud gathers, goes D-to-D with Stevenson, right onto the tape of Britton Alstead. Alstead flips it into the corner. Yalawaga back on the puck. He skates away and plays it forward. Still there at the line from Stevenson as the Bees try to counter. It's swiped away from Diego Johnson. Now Johnson follows it up. Johnson plays it back to the point. Shot from the point, blocked. And now it's played out to center where Michaud gathers it. Owen Lodge getting in the lane there is now Chatty back for it. The wall on the far side, it's Graydon Peterson.
Smart not playing the puck there at the V's bench. Couldn't afford to take that when he started to set in, and this has got check time.
And now a steal. Walking in, a shot!
Scores! Cameron Kuzma ties it with a sizzling shot from the low right slot.
Look at Matt Fraser with you here. 3-3 hockey game. 3 unanswered goals from the Rebels after the V's have made it 3-0. Have this one all tied up. Ilaga keeps it in at the line. Now it's flipped past him. Chasing after it is Dranchak. And he will get there first. No icing. Chatty into the middle. Sopiars drops it off. Now a bouncing puck heads into behind the net. Hamilton plays it up the wall. Ilaga flips it to the far side now, and it's dumped right back in by Red Deer. Riles out of his net, backhands it up the wall for John C, who flips it into the zone. And Michaud will go back for it. Milford enters the zone, takes a bump, but gets it into the corner. Valiant chasing after it, is cut off by Chatty. Now Norrie gets it down low for Milford. Milford tries the center. That hits a leg and bounces to the line, and Varga will chip it out to center ice. Way back to take the puck away. Milford tries to deflect it in, doesn't get far. Ilaga there. Circling in behind his net. Now it's a cross ice pass to Hamilton with speed. Hamilton enters the zone, tries to make a move inside. He's cut off by Stone. Varga follows up and takes a shot. He just misses wide of the glove side. We're up the wall. Ilaga keeps it in. Now Milford takes it away from him. He's at the end of a shift and will just dump it in, and the Bees will go for a change. 3-3 hockey game, 8:09 remaining here. Now a steal, Diego Johnson in front, knocked over Ilaga. And a big hit there along the wall. Diego Johnson trying to add some jump to this V's group here on this shift.
And it's going to take a player like that, playing with some emotion, playing with some intensity, letting the adrenaline enter the V's system right now. Incredible period, but there's still time on the clock. You got to find a way to get something going.
Ilaga fires it right in on Riles. He gloves it down and flips it over to Weber. Weber around the net. Chip play into the middle for Norrie. Now it's deflected just inside the Rebels zone and kept in. Stops up and dumps the puck in. Riles out of his net, plays it around for Weber. Weber pinned along the wall and continues it on for Cal Stone. Now Louis Wayman. Flip play up the wall, chasing in on Ilaga. Wayman hard around the wall to the far side. Dranchak watching his man. Wayman spins it out in front. Ilaga takes it away. And skating ahead is McSwain. Hamilton around the outside makes a move. Trying to tuck it on the far side. It comes out in front. Riles doing the split. Cal Stone slows things down in behind his own goal. He passes it off to Weber, who stretches it ahead for Diego Johnson, who deflects the puck in. Now it's reversed to this near side as the Rebels try to start a breakout. It's just flipped out to center. Weber gloves it down, but it's gathered up there by Hamilton. Riles along the wall. Bank to this near side. Diego Johnson looking for the loose puck. He plays it up the wall, but it's cut off there. And the V's just flip it outside the line. Tastad pressured there by Anderson. Gets it around the wall for Brady Burney. Burney takes a bump, but gets it out to center where Ilaga will pick it up and shuffle his way into the offensive zone. Peterson plays it high up the wall and down the ice. Chasing after it there is Chatty. He rings it hard around the wall. And now it's flipped back into the V zone. Riles leaves it off for Michaud.
Close puck support. Don't look for too many stretch plays. And then when you get in the offensive zone, it's about just simply cycling it, not forcing things.
Teo Denis with speed now up the far side wall. Denis fires one in on goal, and Shore makes the glove save. Continue on. As Denis wins it clean back to Dugan Peterson, who tries a shot. That's off a stick and sails in behind the net. Denis throws it out in front. It's grabbed there by the Rebels, and they'll counter 2-on-2 back the other way. Varga Tries to get around Tastad, and they're going to give him a third kill of the night for the Vs. They're 2 for 2 so far. And right off the draw, Evers works it free for Kwasnika shorthanded. Kwasnika move inside, and he just lost the handle at the last second. Now he's dislodged from the puck, and the Rebels will counter with speed. 2-on-1, Varga around the outside, throws it to the back post, and Ryltz makes the stick save.
You can see that was a set play on the face-off there from Bryden Evers over to Kwasnika, winning it with the forehand.
Now Kwasnika skates in again, a shot from a tough angle, and Shore makes the glove save and keeps play going. Jacob Kwasnika with 4 shorthanded goals this season.
And you can see why.
Now the Vs enter the zone once again. Drop pass to the line, just kept in by Yelawaga. Down the wall, Vargas, side of the goal. Brigley tries to throw it out in front. Stone cuts that off and fires it all the way down the ice. Second-ranked penalty kill in the WHL for the Penticton Vs entering tonight's game. The Red Deer Rebels sit 19th on the power play at 18.8%. Puck swiped in behind the net. Anderson brings it all the way down the ice, but no icing because a V's player would have played it if they weren't changing. Now lead feed onto the stick of Evers. Evers chases in on Yelawaga. Now it's worked free for Kwasniku. Banks it back to the line for Dugan Peterson, who fires deflected in on goal. Bounces straight up in the air at the side of the...
Just getting over the line, and that is a big goal for the Vs to get back on top. And now they got a little bit more life as they really earned that one.
Jacob Kwasnika's 60th point of the season is a big one as the Vs retake the lead nearing the halfway point here, period number 3. It's banked quickly ahead the other way. Bernie enters the zone. Denis driving the net, and a great play there to break it up from Missouri.
Wide open, and Diego Johnson with some patience and doesn't get the shot he wants off, as I believe it was redirected, but it flutters past Shore. 2-goal V's lead.
Big hit there on Mateo Denis from Lodge, and then Denis returns the favor. Up the middle, Wayman with some space. Louis Wayman takes it to the backhand, cuts in and fires, and just getting a piece there was Shore. Seems kind of parted there for Wayman all of a sudden.
Yeah, they really did.
Peterson now plays it up the wall and all the way down the ice. And not enough for icing as Stevenson's back on the puck. Face-off in the offensive zone. Weber swings it down low for Alstead. Alstead tied up behind the net. And now it's poked past Diego Johnson, and the Rebels are away with speed. It's Mike's around the outside. His drop pass knocked away, but kept in at the line. Now Mike's at the side of the goal, tries a shot off a stick and wide. Puck played up the wall. Dranchek flips it out to center. Camus drops it back, and now that stretch pass off the stick of Weber and in behind the net. Stone back for it, takes a bump, and gets it over. Take the defensive zone draw. One back, Hamilton pokes it to the line for Yelawaga. D to D, now back out top. Yelawaga fires, and it hit Wayman out top and sails over the net. Now Camus activates from the line. Bernie watching him at the point, kept in. Yelawaga down to Hamilton. Hamilton back out top. Yelawaga fires, deflected right in on goal. Rebound and a pad save made by Ryltz. Yelawaga to Hamilton. Under 3 remains here. Now Brigley throws it in on goal. Save made. Michaud jamming away at it, as is Stevenson. He gets it up the wall, but not out. Hamilton spins it to the far side for Camus. Into the corner. Anderson tied up. It's poked back to the point for Yelawaga. Walking the line. Passes it off. Hamilton one-timer and a low save made by Ryltz. And Stevenson will play it all the way down the ice, and that will be another icing call here. He'll take another draw. Stevenson hard around the wall. Yellowagga keeps it in. Down the wall for Varga, who keeps it going in behind the net for Mikes. Push back to this near side. Varga pulls it off the half wall. And the V's are able to swat it out to center ice. Denis chasing after it as he forces Yellowagga in behind his net. Hard ring around the wall. Riles can't slow that one down. Rebels battle for it along the wall. V's get it to the line and all the way down the ice. Not enough. Face off one into the corner. Stone bats it to the line, not out. Hamilton along the half wall. Spins it down low. Picked up behind the net by McSwain. Looking for Yellowagga. That one knocked away by Kwasnika. And he'll flip it down the ice with 30 seconds to go. Heading towards the empty net, but that one will just miss. Matej Mikes. And Evers wins it right in on Riles, who flips that one over to Alstead. A spinning shot there off a body and into the V's period. One into the corner. Stone fires that one down the ice. It catches a piece of Alstead, and that will stop the icing. McSwain misses that puck, and that will be an ice goal then tonight.
Absolutely.
He's win the offensive zone draw. It's back to Michaud. Played around the wall. Alstead pins it along the wall. Final 3 seconds, and that will do it.